What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. It's Tell the Truth, Talk to Me Tuesday. We're going to set it off on the left, y'all. We're going to set it off on the right, y'all. We're going to set it off. For my club heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. I know. I'm going way back. I'm going back. Go back. Let's bring this in. Let's bring it in. Welcome to another brand new sweet Talk to Me, Tell the Truth Tuesday with your boy, the Impact Builder. What we've been doing, we only got not too many days. I don't even know what is this. Today is the 9th. So we're around like what 20, only couple weeks. I know we're like 3 weeks left in the year, maybe like 27 days. If I don't even know if it's 27 days left in 2026, something like that. So it's imperative that we continue and we do this rewind, we do this playback that I'm doing, lessons learned in 2025, because we want to go back and we talked about this last week, I'm sorry, with the think through it framework that I gave to you and that we talked about from earlier this year. But the last part of that think through it think through it last week framework your rethinking, and you're going back over what you kind of learned. And that's what we want to do. That's what we've been doing these past 6 weeks. We're in the 6th week now, and we got another 2 weeks to go in it, because we're ending the year by talking about the lessons that we've learned. And I think it's imperative that we do that, so that we can see how we become better by the end of the year than we were at the beginning of the year. That's always the assignment. That's always my assignment to you. One of the things that I bring with my clients and with you here, digitally, video, from a video perspective. Hopefully, what I've given to you, what I've created for you with this digital content, which is on the YouTube channel. So I need you to go over there, hit that subscribe button, like, and share it with other organizations, share it with other leaders, share it with other entrepreneurs, share it with other entrepreneurs, those that want to be better, 1% better each and every day. And we want you to be better, like I said, by the end of the year than we were at the beginning of the year. And we're going to do this thing all over again in 2026, because we're preparing to elevate. So let's hop into what we got going on today. Lessons learned this year in 2026, week 6. What we're talking about this week is the ultimate business model. We've people talk about business plans, but we talked about business models this year and the importance of them. We talked yesterday about why your business model matters more than your business plan. We talked about that yesterday. And so today I want to talk about build around your customer, not just your product, not just the product. You can't just worry about the product. The product has to be the solution, be the answer for the customer, the clients that you serve. I'm going to say client, because I like client better than customer. So here's the first thing that I'm going to say to you. The client is the engine of every business model. If it's not, trust and believe, your business will not be around long. It will not be around long. It's got to be. Your products evolve, should evolve. The markets shift as they do, but your client centered structure keeps you relevant. If you have a client centered structure and it's centered around them, I promise you, you will always be relevant. You will always, some kind of way, either you'll be innovative enough to be able to stay relevant. And I put it like this: the customer is not always right. Wink, wink. As in my book that I wrote, the customer is not always right. The title of the book is "The Customer is Not Always Right." Creating a sustainable business success, creating a successful business. Um, that's what the title of the book is. But the customer is not always right, and I say this: the customer is not always right, but they do come first. They're not always right, but they do come first. And if you have that mind frame, if you have that mindset going into being an entrepreneur, being an authorpreneur, writing your book, writing, running your business, being a leader in an organization, being an organization. If that is your focus, is the customers are not always right, but they do come first. Putting them first in what you do, I promise you, you'll keep the doors open. You will keep the doors open. So number two, solving problems builds loyalty. When you solve problems, people will keep coming to you over and over and over again. But selling products builds transactions. So are you solving problems, or are you selling a product? What are you there for? You can tell those businesses, those people that are only about selling a product, because all they do is just about the product, the product, the product, the product. But someone who wants to solve problems, you hear it in them. Here's what this can do for you. Here's how this solves the problem or the challenge that you may have. So you've got to understand that. You got to understand that entrepreneurs and leaders and entrepreneurs, they saw, hopefully throughout this year, you saw the power of designing from the customer inward and not the product outward. This is the it's not from the inside out with this that we learned this year. Hopefully you got that, but it's from the outside in, because you as an organization have to understand, hey, I'm solving their problem, and if I'm not tuned in to what their problem is, I can't develop a solution for them. It's like going to the doctor and the doctor telling you what's wrong with you versus you telling the doctor what symptoms you have, so that he can then prescribe a solution to the symptoms that you have. It's from the outside in, not the inside out. And when we look at that, look over your year, and ask yourself that question. I want you to do that today. I want you to ask yourself that question. Did I work from the in 2025? Did I work from the outside in, or did I work from the inside out? Was I looking at my business, my organization, from a product perspective, or was I looking at it from a selling perspective, or was I looking at it from a solving a problem perspective? When I'm putting my clients um, problem first, not the product first. And here's the last thing, and then I'm done. Experience creates retention. I'm gonna say it again. Experience creates retention. Last thing, experience creates retention. Organizations, hopefully you got it this year, where you recognize that excellence, excellence in the client journey is a direct predictor of revenue stability. When you operate from a mindset of excellence in what you are off what you're giving to your clients, that journey that you take them on gives you the ability to be able to know the results that you will gain, because you know that what you're giving to them is something that is going to ultimately solve their problem, which is produce impact. Yeah, we're doing three things here. When you focus around clients versus the product, you create awareness of the problem that you're solving. You build trust, because then they understand and know that what you're doing is going to solve their problem. And then the last thing is you produce impact, which is you solve their problem. If you do those three things, create the awareness, build trust, you will produce impact. When you put when you put your clients first, when you come from a solving problems mindset perspective, you will create that uh you will create the results that you want. Your revenue will be stable, and you will more than likely exceed what it is that you're doing. So I hope this helped you. We're finishing 2025 strong. We're preparing to elevate in 2026, and I want you to be able to take these notes that you're taking, and as you begin to build your 2026, you should already have in place what your assignments are, what your what you may call it goals, what your goals are for 2026, but not just have them written, but a strategy for how you're going to be able to implement them. Because having a goal without a strategy is going to lead you nowhere. You won't achieve it because you don't have a means to be able to get there. you know and so if you're about solving problems of those clients that you serve, I promise you, if you come from that perspective and not just selling a product, I'm here to sell you a product, buy it, buy my product, buy my product, you will keep the doors open. You will create the sustainability that we always talk about here in the Brand You Suite. You will transform from chaos, which is being all over the place, to clarity, where you know exactly the problem that you solve. You have a product that is geared towards those that you serve. You understand them, they understand how you solve their problem, and you create that stability. So that's what I got for you today. If you want to go into greater detail about this, we can certainly do that. You can you can schedule your strategy session. We can talk about your vision, how we can assist you to bring that to reality, because that's what we're here to be able to do. And we want you to be ready for 2026. We want to go back. We're going back over 2025 so that we can reflect and learn, and so that we can move and go forward. So the Impact Builder, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully this has helped you. Let me know in the comment section if this is helping you, these lessons learned, because I want to hear back from you. Let me know. Everything you can put in the comment section there. The schedule, you can schedule your strategy session. I'll put the information in the description for you, and we are moving forward to end 2025 strong and begin 2026 preparing to elevate. So we'll talk to you soon. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Peace.